Hi, guys.
Hi.
Welcome to ETTA and ARLENE's Spirit Cast. If you're new to this podcast, we talk about all things metaphysical, spiritual, Reiki, mindfulness, magic, crystals, tarot, astrology, and anything in that realm. Today we're talking about moon cycles. In particular, we are talking about the full moon because we have a full moon coming up this weekend. So before we start talking about that, I just want to share with you where you can find us.
You can listen to our podcast on all major podcasting networks like Stitcher, iTunes, and more. You can also follow us on Instagram at ETTA_ARLENE, on Twitter at edpro_PGH, on Pinterest at ETTA_ARLENE, on Tumblr at ETTA_ARLENE, and you can go to our website to subscribe for some Reiki. Thanks for listening.
All right, we're back. So, full moon energy. This is a time of illumination, awareness, and realization. So you use this energy to stimulate productivity. You can engage in relationships to bring more like insight, harmony, and balance. And this is a time you get to see your bigger picture, like the bigger picture and everything. It's illuminating. You can see it for what it is. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with moon energy. It's a feminine, divine feminine energy, which is kind of cool. I'm all about that. We're going to be attending a group meditation at the point in Pittsburgh, and this point where we're going is supposed to be an energy vortex. Apparently there's like a crystal in the fourth, is that how they describe it? Like
a very, very large crystal underneath, because there's a fourth river, and the glacial water is flowing over it, so they said that water has healing properties, but that's exactly the point where you're going to be at. The point. Huh.
At the point, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's like, if you're not familiar
nice.
with Pittsburgh, there are 3 rivers, and then there's this point where all of them meet, and then the fourth river is underneath. And, I mean, you can't see it, but it's there, and that's where we have this energy coming, I guess. Mm-hmm. It'll be really cool. There'll be a bunch of healers and people into this stuff there. And we all actually bring crystals, and there's this big pyramid, and it charges it. It's quite the experience.
So if you're in Pittsburgh and you want to join us, come through. We'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, you could just, like, send us a message, and we'll forward the details if you're interested. I mean, what are some other things you can do with the full moon energy? What do you like to do?
Moon water.
How do you make your moon water?
I just put mine in like mason jars, and then I just put it outside or like facing the moon. Mm-hmm. So I have like these windowsills in my space that like are perfect ledges to put it on. So I'd usually do that, and then like our one friend, sometimes he'll put crystals in his water.
Yeah,
which is super cool too. You don't want to do it with all the crystals because some of them are very water soluble. So don't do that unless you know what crystals you're using to do it. He's a crystal connoisseur, so he knows what he's doing. I don't do huge batches because I don't have space to hold that.
Yeah.
But that's usually what I do. I'll do a couple mason jars full of the water, and then I'll put it in like tea, like you make tea with it, or like, just drink it.
Mm-hmm. Do you charge it with your intention, or do you just put it out there and let the moon
I do an intention. So depending on what moon it is, because there's like the blue, the blue moon, the red moon, pink moon, like there's different, like the wolf moon, like there's different moons, so different moons mean different things. So depending on like if that's a particular moon that's really good for like, new beginnings even more. It's like new moons are for new beginnings, but sometimes some of the moons are for like the perfect time to start something new or get extreme clarity. So I just set intention, like please let this moon water bless my life in any form it's meant to for the greatest good. So
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people have different ways they do moon water. It depends on what you're doing too. Like if you're a mystic or you're like a witch, people will use it for their spells. Mm-hmm. And I think some people put salt in it, but I don't think that that's water you are supposed to drink. I think that's more for like
I drink it.
With salt,
No, it's salt.
I think also like certain crystals in water you're not supposed to drink because
it's toxic.
they recommend, if you guys are interested in adding crystals too, they recommend using a tumbled crystal as opposed to just like a raw one, because there can be little dirt in the crevices and stuff. But speaking of crystals, you can also charge your crystals in the moon. So you can set an intention with that crystal and you can put it in the full moon and charge it with that energy and then like carry it on you. Or some people just like cleanse their crystals and charge them period in the full moon without any kind of like intention setting. So when we say intentions, it means that you are intending for something, so you can use an affirmation or something like that, and you just hold it and put that energy into that said object. But another thing I think is really cool that you can do is certain crystals. I think you can do it with all crystals. I would probably intuitively be guided to a crystal, but on a full moon, you can put that crystal under your pillow and ask for guidance.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you sleep, it's supposed to give you like these dreams that guide you towards whatever it is that you ask about.
I usually do a full moon petition as well. And I do the crystal and I put it underneath my pillow.
So explain what you do for a petition.
I just make a call to the universe for whatever I'm trying to manifest, would like to manifest into my current existence or in the near future.
I mean, there's a lot of ways people do them. It depends on like your practice and how deep you are and your beliefs and stuff like that,
or whatever you believe in. But yeah, we can do just a gratitude list, affirmation list. That counts. You can do affirmations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another thing one could do for the full moon is, like we had mentioned earlier, is just meditate. There's a lot of full moon meditations online. I'm all about having an intention whenever you do stuff like that, so you can have an intention for the full moon when you meditate, so that would maybe incorporate meditating with a particular affirmation. Affirmations are the easiest, but it's just getting in that energy and then allowing the moon to support you. We actually have a full moon Reiki video. We do them for all of the moon cycles that are particular for that specific full moon. So we do it for the new moon as well. So how it works is we send the energy to support whatever that energy is for that particular moon on that date, which is fun. So if you want something fun to do for this full moon, you could always listen to our video and just take some time out for yourself and enjoy all that energy. I mean, it's cool. It's fun. You don't have to know all the details about a full moon to
utilize this energy.
Yeah. And the energy's, you can get that a little bit before and after. You don't have to be there on the dot.
It's 3 days before and 3 days after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have some favorite crystals I like to use for the full moon. I like amethyst, moonstone, clear quartz, selenite, labradorite, opal. Those are all really good, so you can wear those around that time period. Yeah. So, yeah, that's some of the stuff you can do for the full moon. If you have any questions or anything like that, check out our social media, because we always post stuff in our story about full moon. We always get really excited about the moon phases.
We do get excited about it. And we post little infographics about crystals and other things you can use, wear and utilize during the full moons.
I think we have actually, it might be a new moon. We have a full moon or new moon ritual. I can't remember, but I posted one recently, and it's a ritual that we do. It sounds more intense than it is. It's pretty much what we've been talking about. It's just kind of how we use the full moon and the new moon energy. If it's new moon, it would still be similar to the full moon, so you could read it. I'll link it below.
I always laugh, when you think about people's rituals, I always think about, someone on front of their altar with, incense and, sage and all that. Meanwhile, I'm, in a black robe with a neck pillow.
She's saying a black robe. It's a fuzzy black robe.
It's a huge fuzzy black robe. It's luxurious.
Yeah.
Just meditating with an eye patch on. Not at all what you're thinking, but...
Yeah, everybody's different. Some people like to go all in. We do recommend creating a sacred space. That doesn't have to necessarily be a crazy ornate altar or anything like that. It just means cleanse the energy. You can light some candles. Candles lift the vibration of a room. Incense are good. Things like that. We like to light candles and use Reiki to clear the room. Fun fact, we have a Reiki video for that. So if you're
go check that out.
If you're interested in having a nice little energy clearing session for yourself, you can play that video and light a candle. But I did want to talk today about our new podcast episode on October, is that the 14th? It's Monday?
It's Monday, October 14th. And it's with Cristina Aroche, the Archangel Channel. She's a lovely person, and we're really grateful to have had the chance to talk to her.
Yeah, she's really amazing. She's very knowledgeable. She talks about her journey, how she went from not really knowing much about the angels and the archangels, or even being like interested in that, to just like overnight, all of a sudden, it just like happened. And she was guided to do it, which is really awesome. I learned a lot during that podcast episode.
It was amazing.
We have a lot of guests lined up for you guys. We're also excited about the following week. We'll have Paranormal Karen on, and she's amazing as well.
We're massive fans of hers.
Yeah.
And she's awesome too. So we're excited.
Yeah, we got people talking about crystals, malachias. It's awesome. So stay tuned. But next week is our angel healer. All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed our little chat about the moon and the moon energy. As usual, we like to send distant Reiki to all of our listeners at the end of every episode. If you're interested in receiving this Reiki, stay tuned. The music will change, and when the music ends, the distant session is over. To receive this energy, all you have to do is sit back, relax. You're welcome to meditate if you would like, but you don't have to. You will still get it. The main thing is that you have to be open to it and open to receiving those energies. We do recommend that you don't drive any cars or operate any machinery because Reiki might make you sleepy. So definitely pause it and wait until you get home. If you have any questions about Reiki, you can find out more at arlene.com/Reiki. Thanks for listening. Bye.